And can we please have a round of applause for our guest conductor, Kevin Nolan. Graduates. How's it feel to be called graduates? Last night, we recognized many of you with awards and scholarships from the community and from many colleges. Today, however, is a bit different. It's an important occasion to the staff of Mount Hebron High School, for we want to recognize your many achievements as well. Today's a chance for all of us, teachers, administrators, counselors, club sponsors, and your coaches, to celebrate all of your hard work. These achievements are possible for everyone, and we are proud of all of you. At this time, I would like to introduce our assistant principal, Dr. Bill Neugebauer.
Welcome. At this time, Mount Hebron is delighted to recognize our National Merit Commended Scholars from the class of 2017. Please stand as your name is read. Jelena Chen, Eric Curley, Nakhteen Doan, Divya Gupta, Joseph Hurley, Audrey Hollis, Ryan Kang, Kelly Kim, Margaret Lanthier, Denise Lin, Stephanie Lizzo, Shavina Pandey, Henry Parmelli, Henry Reineck, Kayla Snyder, Alyssa Sergi, Jae-Kong Wang, and Zachary Wilmeister. We would also like to recognize two students who are candidates for the 2017 National Merit Corporation Special Scholarship Competition. For the Northrop Grumman Corporation Scholarship, Denise Lin, and for the State Farm Company Scholarship, Taylor Segur. In addition, this year Mount Hebron has two finalists for the National Merit Scholarship. We're also proud to congratulate Anupama Patak and Shri Pranav Rolavandi. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations to all the National Merit students on your outstanding achievement. Have a seat. The top 5% of the senior class is computed at the conclusion of the junior year on a weighted scale. For the top 5%, a certificate from the State Board of Education will be given out with the diplomas, and these students are wearing yellow cords. We would like to recognize these students. As a group, please stand as your name is called. Audience, please hold your applause until we've heard all of the names. Lauren Cho, Nakhteen Doan, Kartith Ganesh, Divya Gupta, Audrey Hollis, Ryan Kang, Songbin Kim, Margaret Lanthier, Denise Lin, Stephanie Lizzo, Lalitha Maduri, Timothy Packard, Anupama Patak, Shri Pranav Rolavandi, Isabel Sanguri, Kayla Snyder, Jae-Kong Wang, and Zachary Wilmeister. Congratulations. Please have a seat. Students who succeed academically and receive academic scholarships often maintain superb attendance. Yet perfect attendance is one accomplishment in and of itself that's often overlooked. Therefore, I'd like to recognize those students who have had perfect attendance for one or more consecutive years, beginning with senior year and working backwards. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. I ask the audience to hold your applause until the end. 1 year of perfect attendance, Javin Smith. 2 years of perfect attendance, David Allen, Jordan Gilby, and Mason Godsey. 3 years of perfect attendance, Kyle Bissell. 4 years of perfect attendance, Jessica Guzik. Student Shrindi J. Raju. 9 years of perfect attendance, Ethel Wang. We would now like to recognize a very special individual. It's never easy coming to school or work every day. Yet this year, your class is fortunate enough to have one student who has had perfect attendance their entire schooling career, starting in grade 1. Their commitment to attendance is truly something to honor. Please help me congratulate and celebrate the achievement of this special student. Thank you for doing your very best every day. 12 years of perfect attendance, Samantha Truong. Their commitment to attendance is truly something to honor. Please help me congratulate and celebrate the achievement of these special students. Thank you for doing your best every day. I'd like to turn the program over now to Mr. Blaine Williams.
Good morning, graduates. Good morning. Thank you. We are now going to shift our focus to school-based awards. More of those, right? Not too many more bells ring. These next awards are selected and given by staff members and will be presented to students involved in various clubs, activities, and other academic pursuits. On behalf of Ms. Irene Batamosi, Ms. Sandy Harrington, and Ms. Sharonda Ebanks, I will present the African American Awareness Association, Alpha Achiever, and Delta Scholars Awards to our seniors. When I announce your name, please come forward. The African American Awareness Association Award goes to Adema Essien and Bristol Turner. The Alpha Achiever Awards, Nathan Johnson Jr. and Mason Godsey. And for our Delta Scholars, Jada Lawler and Morgan Segar. We will now have Ms. Jennifer Goodwin present the yearbook award.
Good morning. Congratulations, seniors. Wow, look at you. You clean up nicely. It seems like yesterday that I welcomed many of you to first and second grade at Hollifield Station Elementary School. The good old days, right? Fast forward to your sophomore year, when I taught many of you in English 10 honors. Do you remember yourself as 10th graders? I do. Well, most of us have a long history we share that I will always cherish. Regardless if you are receiving an award today, I want you to know I'm very proud of all of you for your accomplishments, and I really look forward to hearing about all the great things you're going to do in your futures. So, for my award, like every teacher who was asked to present this award ceremony, I struggled to find the absolute best words to come up with to explain why I chose these people for my award. There simply aren't enough words to tell you how important these people have been to me, not only this year, but for the past 3 years and for 4. When I was asked to take over the role as yearbook sponsor 7 years ago, I knew it would be a great undertaking, I just didn't know how great. It's hard to describe what we do in yearbook every day, every class, to create the 228-page publication and make it capture the essence of Mount Hebron High School in a fresh new way every year. It is a $50,000 endeavor that many may take lightly, but not these young ladies. Thankfully, I have many people to support me, and even though I'm going to recognize 4 people today, I want all my yearbookers to know you're special. When I welcome the 4 amazing women to the stage soon, some may think soccer, class board, swimming, track, AP classes, NHS, and the list goes on. Whenever I think of these invaluable people, I will always think of the superior dedication, cheerful hearts, a collective desire for perfection, a shared love of the yearbook. And although each person has her own set of mad skills, and each has an official title for this year's publication, all of these ladies are chiefs in my eyes. You are great leaders and strong women. You will go far in life. I can't thank you enough for all that you have done. Please help me honor Lauren Ritter, Lauren Murphy, Preet Kaur, and Aaron Hassan.
Ms. Rachel Falcino will present the awards for journalism.
It is my very great honor to present this year's Journalism Awards to 2 of my very favorite people. Over the past 3 years, these students have contributed to every facet of the newspaper, from writing and editing stories, to designing spreads for the print issues, and making our online newspaper even better than it was before. They have put all of their effort and energy into creating quality news products that we can all be proud of. What makes me even more proud is that these two students are not only good journalists, but they are also genuinely good people with big smiles and even bigger hearts. While I am thrilled to see them pursue their dreams in college, I'm also heartbroken to see them go. I consider myself lucky to have been able to work with them so closely for so many years. Please join me in congratulating the Mountain's editors-in-chief, Riley Kinsella and Grace Leachman.
In 2007, we lost a beloved member of the Mount Hebron community, and an award was created in his honor. Mr. Tom Sankey will present the Doug Dellinger Memorial Award and the Drama Awards.
We have a few drama awards that have been set up over the years to acknowledge excellent achievement to the program and to honor outstanding achievement. The first award is the Drama Award, given to three folks who have given much to the program. This year, I am pleased to honor Grace Dillon, Rory Nolan, and Amanda Jackson. As they make their way to the stage, please know that besides being all gingers, they've also been involved in 18 shows between them. We will miss you. Our next award is the Director's Award. I established this award several years ago to recognize the senior who in a particular role amazed me and also left audiences wowed. This year I am honoring two outstanding seniors for Broadway type of performances that the actors gave. For her role as Maria in West Side and for his compelling portrayal of Colonel Jessup in A Few Good Men, the Director Award goes to Emma Kate Davis and Ellen Payton. As Mr. Williams said before I came out, in 2007 in August, tragedy struck the Mount Hebron community when Doug Dellinger, a 2005 graduate, was killed in an automobile accident. Doug was an invaluable contributor to the theater program over his 4 years. He was also a 4-year starter on the varsity basketball team while at Hebron. Whether it was on the court, on the stage, or in the classroom, Doug showed a passion for life. The theater at Mount Hebron then set up a scholarship in his memory to celebrate a senior who reminded me of Doug, the Doug Dellinger Theater Memorial Scholarship. Doug was a giver. He loved playing basketball, he loved being on stage, and he loved helping out behind the scenes. Always positive and always encouraging whatever role he got. He was just so happy to be a part of the big picture, so selfless. This year's winner reminds me so much of Doug, embodies the quality of Doug, and always grateful for being a part of the production. Doug made people laugh. So does our winner. Doug would be in such support of you. I know you two would have been great friends. Congratulations to Sam Bishop. Before I give my last award, I just want to do a shout out to the great class of 2017. You will be missed, and you are a great group of kids. My last award is for Outstanding Actor and Actress. The theater department has been enriched because of you two. You two are gifted and brilliant actors. When in any scene, you always would cause your fellow actors to rise to your level. She, so unbelievable and stunning as Anita in West Side, and Joanne Galloway in A Few Good Men, and he, such a dynamic portrayal of Lieutenant Kathy in A Few Good Men, and so winning as Tony in West Side. Just some of your wonderful, wonderful accomplishments here at Hebron. Congratulations to Alicia Shergi and Kevin Nolan.
Next, we will have Ms. Jill Singleton present the Los Volcanoes Award.
Is the Club here at school, which is for Hispanic students and anyone who's interested in the Spanish language and Hispanic culture. This year, we are giving 2 awards because there were 2 individuals that were such a team. They were the engine behind the club this year. Without them, the club would not have been able to do a lot of the things, the projects that it did this year. Specifically, these 2 people, between the 2 of them, managed to get for us a private meeting with Supreme Court Justice Sotomayor. And as their sponsor, I always dread field trips. I have so many different things to think about. But when I would say to them, well, we need to do that, and they'd say, well, we've already done it. Okay, well, what about this? Well, we've already taken care of that. So their competence and their passion for this club have just been outstanding all year. So the twin awards this year go to Zachary Wildminster and Valeria Ariola.
Next up, we'll have Ms. Jill Singleton, Ms. Lisa Viglotti, Ms. Jane, and they will present the Cross Cultural Achievement Award.
Hi, I'm Lisa Viglotti. I'm representing the ESOL department for the Cross Cultural Achievement Award. Culture is not just a thing that we see on the surface that represents the various cultures we are from. It goes much deeper into our values and beliefs. It is often our stories that inspire and transform others, but we must make ourselves vulnerable enough to share it. Through these stories, we gain a deeper understanding of someone's true and deep culture. This student took the risk multiple times in sharing his story. This student exemplifies the qualities of perseverance, integrity, and commitment to family. He has been an inspiration through the sharing of his journey and story. Many of you have been fortunate enough to have come in contact with him. He was a part of a panel from Central America that spoke here in the auditorium to multiple classes last year and a handful of staff. He shared his journey of having to leave his country and his family to be safe and continue his education. He described traveling to the U.S. and challenges students from his country and countries around him face in both the journey and transitioning to the U.S. He has helped lead conversation groups in Spanish classes and helped lead groups of Hispanic students in discussing relevant challenges they face here in the United States. His voice has been one of advocacy through the dialogues he has had with teachers. I believe we have become teachers, better teachers. He has persevered, working 30 to 40 hours a week and earning an excellent GPA and a college scholarship. He has helped us to understand values of family and sacrifice even when your immediate family is not here. He has thought out for advice in his community because he is such an inspirational role model. What I know about this student is from the day that I came to Mount Hebron until today, if I ask a staff member about Luis Castellanos, they unequivocally say, I just love that kid. So Luis, come on up. Your Esau mom. Thank you for sharing your story with all of us. You are an inspiration.
Next up, we'll have Mr. Mike McCarthy. He will be presenting the Career Research Development Award.
Good morning, seniors. Congratulations, everyone. The CRD Award goes to one of my CRD students who has completed their worksite-based experience working a minimum of 400 hours throughout the school year. And the student that will receive it this year is a young woman who I've had the privilege to teach for 3 years. She has worked tirelessly this year, accumulating over 1,200 hours of work. She's extremely selfless, caring, and just an all-around great girl. It goes to Aaliyah Smith.
Ms. Angela Sugg, SGA sponsor, will now present the David P. Mitchell SGA Award and the Schaefer Bond SGA Leadership Award for excellent service to our school.
Good morning and congratulations, graduates. First, I would like to present the David P. Mitchell SGA Award. David Mitchell was the SGA president for the class of 1995. This award goes to a senior who is not the SGA president, who has demonstrated incredible loyalty to our school and particular service to the SGA during their senior year. This student was not somebody who attended Mount Hebron for her 4 years of Mount Hebron, but when she came to Mount Hebron, in particular this year, as an SGA member, showed incredible energy and devotion to the SGA. She was a true pleasure to work with and really became a real light and joy to work with on SGA. This year's recipient of the David P. Mitchell SGA Award is Valeria Areola. This second award is being given for the first time. The second award is the Schaefer Bond SGA Leadership Award. Schaefer Bond was the SGA president in the 2010-2011 school year. Schaefer was one of the strongest SGA presidents we have ever had. Schaefer is currently serving in the U.S. Navy, patrolling in the Eastern Mediterranean aboard the USS Ross. He was one of the finest students who has ever gone through Mount Hebron and demonstrated consistently qualities of leadership, loyalty, humility, and dedication throughout his entire 4 years on SGA. The student receiving this award has striking similarities to this student. Whether this student was here at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock at night, he was always incredibly loyal to SGA, and I particularly saw this year while he was working on SGA. He bleeds black and gold, and he always was willing to work with his fellow colleagues on SGA, and I think most notably his humility, his dedication to Mount Hebron, not just to SGA, but to the school, is particularly important. The Schaefer Bond Award goes to Johnny Linsmeyer.
Very quickly, all senior choir members, you're needed backstage at this time. Senior choir members, if you would come backstage, please. Next up, we have our Mount Hebron Teacher of the Year, Mr. Van Prine, who will now be giving out the Mock Trial Team Award.
This year's Mock Trial Team Award goes to the incredible Alyssa Shergi. I have to say, before I give it to you, Alyssa, I didn't know this would be so quick. Thank you. Just a couple of words about Alyssa. She has been one of the finest leaders I've experienced in my career here at Mount Hebron. She led the mock trial team, a very young mock trial team, to its greatest season in 15 years, including a county championship, a circuit championship. As we know, she's incredibly talented. She's wonderful in the classroom, in the courtroom, and on stage. So Alyssa, it's a pleasure to give you this award. Thank you so much.
Please welcome Mr. Mike Gorleski, who will present the Future Business Leaders of America Award and the Millionaires Club Award.
Good morning and congratulations, class of 2017. Future Business Leaders of America is one of the most renowned and the longest standing student-led organizations in the country. It's also a club that is very near and dear to my heart, having been the advisor for the last 8 years. This year's recipient has served as an officer in this club and helped grow the membership from 4 years ago when he joined, when it was just a mere 12 students, up to over 100 students last year. I can't thank him and that core group of students enough. I'd like to call up Luke DeCray and present him with his award. This year's Millionaires Club Award goes to a student who admires Warren Buffett. And in many ways, through his participation in Millionaires Club and and in business clubs in general. He has demonstrated a true love of business. He has extraordinary investment strategy and has been described as an open-minded businessman who will achieve great things. This student led the club to its 4th place finish in the Personal Finance Challenge this year. And many of you may not know this, but he actually once challenged Larry Cohen to a push-up contest. Please help me to congratulate Nick Gordon, this year's Young.
At this time, we would like to have our senior choir who is going to begin singing Parting Glass.
All the money that I had, I spent it in good company.
And of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to my memory now I can't recall. So fill to me your parting last good night. Joy be with you all. Of all comrades I'm sorry for my going away.
And of all the sweethearts that e'er I've had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not,
I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. A man may drink and not be drunk. A man may fly and not be slain.
a man may court a pretty girl and perhaps be welcomed home again.
But since it has been sorted and a time to rise and a time to fall, fill to me your parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. So good night and joy be with you all.
Thank you, choir members, that was awesome. Various staff members who will present seniors with departmental and other related awards. The Viking backers generously sponsor the departmental awards, donating a check for each department to select and honor an outstanding student or students in their respective disciplines. Seniors, when your name is called, please come to the podium. Ms. Dina Reyes, our dance instructor, will now present the dance award.
Ms. Mason. I have been fortunate enough to work and create with an amazing group of dancers, most of whom have been in the program for 4 years. Regardless of how long they've been in the program, I want them to know how very proud I am of all of them, and of their contribution and their participation. Today, I recognize the 2 seniors that have demonstrated excellence in the dance program and plan to pursue their passion in dance after high school. My first recipient for the Dance Award is Dominique McPherson. Power dancer. She is strong on stage and pushes herself to the limit every day in the dance studio. She has excellent technique, and her performance skills are some of the best I've ever seen. Dominique will be attending Point Park in the fall as a dance major. Congratulations, Dominique. It was my privilege to work with you, and I wish you all the best. The second recipient of the Dance Award is Jean Doyle. Jean encompasses the culmination of the entire program. She worked her way up through the program into dance company. She shared her love of ballet and choreographic talents this year with the company, and she was a dance intern working directly with the county curriculum. Jean has already accepted a teaching contract with Alabama Ballet and will be working with the youth program. Congratulations, Jean. I appreciate all of your hard work at Hebron and wish you all the best in Alabama. At this time, all dancers are dismissed.
Ms. Jennifer Harville and Ms. Mary Kay Hanna will present several awards from the Art Department.
Good morning, seniors. I'm here to present the National Art Honor Society Award. This student who receives this award today was committed to solidifying the tradition of the National Art Honor Society at Mount Hebron and maintaining the highest standards of service to community, academic excellence, and artistic integrity. And the award goes to Lalitha Maduri. Okay, the next award is presented to the student who exemplifies a commitment to personal meaning, social justice, and original intent through fine art. In addition, her artwork sets a standard for technical excellence and personal feelings. Her artwork consistently makes all of us wonder, what is happening in this picture? And the award goes to Annie Jo.
I have a couple of different awards to present to you all today. It's such an exciting day. The first awards are actually for our art aides. Our aides we wouldn't be able to make our department happen without all of your help this year. Hanging all the displays, numerous hours with the art show, prepping materials, coming up with exemplars, all of the things that they do behind the scenes for us, we greatly appreciate. And this year, the Art Aid Awards go to Rachel Shin, Kelly Timlin, and Jada Lewis. The next award that I would like to present is our Outstanding Senior Photography Award. This student came to Mount Hebron his sophomore year, and I was introduced to him by Paige Mellon during New Student Orientation Day. He decided to take Photography 1, and I'm really glad that he did. He has an eye for black and white photography, film photographs. During his time spent in AP Photo 2 and Photo 3, he took many different photographs of architectural structures in the Maryland area. In addition to photography, you have seen him active in other Mount Hebron activities like SGA, baseball, and golf. He is a hardworking person, and I respect his ability to fully commit himself and his time to so many different interests. This year's award goes to Liam Hall. And then finally, we have our Art Department Award. This student is an art superstar. Freshman year, she started in Art 1 and has continued in the program to take all levels of studio art and all levels of studio photography. This year, she submitted not one, but 2 advanced placement portfolios to College Board. I've enjoyed seeing her grow in our department. She is kind, thoughtful, funny, and so creative. This year's award goes to Shayna Williams.
And now, Mr. James Gunlack will present the Computer Programming Award.
Good morning. While there are many seniors who have excelled in computer science classes over the course of the 4 years, today I would like to recognize 2 individuals with this year's Computer Science Awards. The first award will go to Amna Mahmood. There's Amna. Amna consistently challenged me throughout the year. She always worked to understand what she was doing. In fact, she even used her computer science skills to do her business design class and invented a Reusable Works website. And she was an aide for me in my AP class, and I couldn't have done as well without her. So congratulations. The second award for computer programming should come as no surprise to his classmates. This student was always my go-to whenever I did something new. I checked him first to make sure my answers were correct. Most places have a gold standard. In our class, we had a Vishal standard. We tried to live up to him. So please welcome and congratulate Vishal Patel.
And we bring back to the stage Mr. Mike Orleski to present the Business Department Award and the Tech Ed Award.
Hello again. This year, our Project Lead the Way engineering program is